What's up, you guys? We're back with another video. It's Jay Boogie here, and today we have some more NBA content for you guys, man. It's been slow. You know, it's August. It's about to be September in basketball, and not a lot's going on besides the World Cup and the news that just comes out every once in a while. So I had to think about some like real creative content to do, and I think I got a good idea for real. Everybody loves a good start, bench, cut. Your starter, bench, and cut. Anybody that likes to debate likes to start, bench, cut. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I would do it by every single position. So this is the point guard edition of the start, bench, cut, and basically the gist of it is I have a wheel and I'm gonna like randomly spin the wheel 3 times. We're gonna get 3 different NBA teams, and then the starting point guards of their team. I'm gonna debate who's a starter, who's the bench, and who's gonna get cut. Now some of these is gonna be easier than others. One like some of these won't be really obvious who's cut, and it'll be like tough to see who's starting on the bench. But regardless, I'm gonna have fun with this. Hope y'all like the video. Like and subscribe on the video if you haven't already. And let's get right into it. Alright, man, we are here with our first spin. We're gonna spin it 3 times. Maybe I'll spin it once at a time. I'm not really sure yet, but you know, we're just gonna get into the first one, man. Let's see what we get for the first starting point guard. For most of them, I know who it is, but maybe a couple I don't. Luka Doncic is the first point guard, and if it's not Stephen Curry, he will be starting. So let's see who's next, man. Let's see who's next. But it looks like it's an easy start right now. Easy answer for start. Heat point guard. Some trivia, man. Gabe Vincent isn't there anymore. Let's look at the Miami Heat roster, man. Let's look at the Miami Heat basketball team. They wanted to be Damian Lillard, but I don't know how that'll happen. The Trailblazers seems like anybody but the Heat. Anybody but the Heat is gonna get them. Starting point guard. This ain't Tyler Hero point guard. I don't think Tyler Hero point guard. Interesting roster right now for the Miami Heat, but I'm gonna go with Kyle Lowry because it seems like the best point guard on this roster right now. That is not good for the upcoming season. Kyle Lowry is now 37, but we have Kyle Lowry for the starting point guard of the Heat. They really do need Damian Lillard, man. Wow. I don't think Tyler Hero is a point guard in my opinion. Yeah. Rockets, Fred VanVleet. So this is an easy start, bench, cut to start it off. Hopefully the next one's a little bit harder. Get a little bit of debate going on, but it's Luka Doncic at the start, Fred VanVleet on the bench, and Kyle Lowry's cut because, well, you know, Kyle Lowry is washed at this point, you know. So what are you gonna do? But let's get the second one rolling, man. Let's get the second one rolling. Hawks point guard Trae Young. I think Trae Young is an overrated player at this point, man. Trae Young has some crazy stats, man. At one point, I thought he was getting like over. I think he's an underrated player at this point, bro. I think he is an underrated player at this point. His stats are crazy. Him not being on Team USA, I think, is because of him being an Adidas guy. But 26 and 10, not great efficiency, not a great defender, but insane player. Trae Young, first guy. Let's see who's the next. Spurs point guard. Is that Trey Jones? I think that's Trey Jones. I saw something the other day talking about how the Spurs wanted to pay Austin Reeves $100 million. But I think this is Trey Jones, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Trey Jones. Shout out to Trey Jones. I was a big fan of him in high school and in college. He was like the 4th guy after RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, and Zion on that team. Really good point guard, but he is not as good as Trae Young. So let's get this third one. Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is getting a little bit overrated at this point. But he's a really, really good point guard. Had a great playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him with this or whatever. But that is another easy one in my opinion. Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, Trey Jones. Trey Jones is on a rebuilding team with Wemby. Hopefully he can improve a little bit. Didn't have a bad season by any stretch. Let's look at Jalen Brunson's numbers right quick. 24 and 6. I mean, he's right there with. They both did make the All-Star. I'm gonna give it to Trey. I'm not mad if you pick Jalen Brunson, especially after the playoffs he had. But I think I'm gonna still give the respect to Trey because he is an engine. Jalen Brunson is an engine of offense as well. He has I don't know, bro. I just want to give it to Trae Young out of respect after all the disrespect he's been getting this offseason almost. But it's closer than I thought it was when I first thought about the whole list. I wish he was still in Dallas. Shout out to the Mavs, man. My dad wished that we just paid him. I don't know how good that would have been for our future, but I think we would be better as a team if we just paid him in the moment. I think we'd be better as a team because we'd have all our role players still. But who knows, man? The Mavs are looking good this year, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Did really good in the draft. Shout out to them. We're on our third Start.Bench.Cut, man. Third Start.Bench.Cut. Hawks again. Let's see if it can be a closer one. We got the Hawks again. Hornets, LaMelo Ball. I'm a LaMelo Ball fan, man. I'm a LaMelo Ball fan, bro. He just gets hurt too much. Ooh, Trae Young, Jamal Murray, and LaMelo Ball. Let's look at LaMelo Ball stats. One thing I always remember about LaMelo Ball is his 3-point attempts, 10 a game. He shoots 10 a game on 37%. Now, he only played 36 games this year, 23, 6 and 8. He had a great second year. Got to be an all-star in his second season. Had a good rookie year. That's back when it was a debate on who was better in Anthony Edwards and LaMelo. I do not think that's a debate anymore. Back then, may I say it was Melo? Probably, because I was a big Lonzo fan, so kind of just went into LaMelo as well. 23, 6 and 8 is really good numbers. He is not a great finisher. That's one thing I know about him, and you can see in the stats because he shoots 37% from three, but only 41 from the field, which means he's not shooting good at the rim. Who was the other one? Jamal Murray. Now, Jamal Murray's an interesting one, man, because he just had the playoffs of his life. What the heck is this? He just had the playoffs of his life, man. 26, 5, almost 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Had a triple-double in the finals. I watched him. My parents surprised me. We got to go to LA to watch a game in the conference finals, and he could not miss. It did not matter who was guarding him. Schroeder was out there acting a fool trying to guard him. Nobody could guard him in that series, man. Oh my goodness, he was insane, bro. He was insane. To see how well he's coming back after this injury was really, really impressive. He only averaged 20 points in the regular season. Wow. Yeah, he didn't make an all-star team, but he stepped it up in the playoffs, man. He stepped it up in the playoffs, bro. And after a finals, and after a little bit, not even a down year for Trae, but a little bit of a down year for Trae, I think I'm going to give the respect to Jamal Murray and what he did that whole entire playoff run, man. Oh, I don't know, bro. Because I think Jalen Brunson's better than Jamal Murray, so that'd be kind of hypocritical, because I do think Jalen Brunson's better than Jamal Murray. But that's super close too, bro. Wow. These point guards are really good. But let me just say this. I think LaMelo Ball's cut is between Trae Young and Jamal Murray. He just didn't play enough last year. He didn't play enough. He was on a bad team. The stats look decent, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But out of Jamal Murray and Trae Young, I think I'm going to give Trae Young the edge again by a little bit. Trae Young is being showed a lot in this video, but he's getting the edge by a little bit again. So we're going Trae Young, Jamal Murray, LaMelo Ball. That's probably the best one yet, man. Man, let's get one more, bro. Let's get one more, man. Let's get one more. One more. Hopefully, if it's a good one, it's going to be one more. If it's a bad one, we're gonna run it back. T-Wolves. Ooh. Who is the Timberwolves point guard? Is that Mike Conley? Mike Conley? Oh, what the heck? Is that Mike Conley, bro? Who is the starting point guard for the Minnesota Timberwolves? I'm pretty sure it's Mike Conley. I'm just looking to make sure so I don't look dumb on this video. But yeah, it's definitely Mike Conley. Shout out to Mike Conley, man. How old is he now, man? I feel like he wins the what's the award he wins every year, bro? I'm gonna just go to Basketball Reference in a second. He's 35 now, man. He's getting up there. Wow. He's getting up there, man. Shout out Mike Conley in Memphis. I really liked him, bro. What is the thing he wins every year? What's the award? I forgot what the award is. It's like a leadership or like one of like them charitable awards. I feel like he wins it every year. Just a good human, I guess. A good human, but average 11. He's not the same player he was, but I think he'll always be a knockdown shooter. His 3 ball is pretty good. But he's getting up there in age. Him and Kyle Lowry both from earlier. Steph Curry, that's basically an automatic start. Let's see if anybody can challenge him. This doesn't look like it'll be a good one. The Lakers, oh brother. Who's D'Angelo Russell? Man, let's talk about D'Angelo. Well, I'm going to do another one, but let's talk about D'Angelo Russell, man, because I'm a fan of D'Lo. Like, shout out to him. Like, the weather's nice. If you've seen that edit. Most of the people have seen that edit. That edit's tough. Shout out. It's like BT Condones or something. That edit's tough. 17-3-6. Got traded from the Timberwolves to the Lakers this year. He was doing really good in the regular season. He was even doing good, I feel, in some series, the series early. But, like, he just broke down in that conference finals. He couldn't guard nobody. I think his confidence was shook. I think that happens a lot with him. He goes very up and down, very up and down. Yeah, man, I'm glad they got Vincent. They got another guard. They got Reeves still. So I think they'll be okay even if he goes on his up and downs again. But this is one of Bron's last rides, man. You gotta lock in for the king, man. Glorious king, man. You gotta lock in, bro. But yeah, I think he's too inconsistent. But this is honestly not even a conversation. But if I had to decide between D'Angelo Russell and Mike Conley, who's on the bench, it's obviously D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell is definitely better than Mike Conley at this point in his career. Let's do one more. That was very bad. Shout out to Steph Curry. Steph Curry is definitely one. Let's talk about the Steph Curry Magic Johnson. Steph Curry Magic Johnson thing. Let me just go to his basketball reference, man. Yeah, man. Crazy, crazy resume. And honestly, I didn't know. Look at the resume right quick. Look at it. Look at his resume right quick. Crazy resume. Four chips, 2-time scoring champion, 9 All-Star, 9 All-NBA, 2-time MVP, All-Star MVP, Finals MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP. I forgot to give those out now. But Magic's, because I know if you're a fan of basketball, you saw that earlier this week. Steph Curry basically said he's the best point guard of all time on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. And when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I think after that chip, I think he is the best point guard of all time. But sometimes I forget, like, Magic did lead his, like, not lead like the whole entire time, but like he won a championship his first year. Kareem got injured and he played center. Like, that's some legendary, like, shout out Winning Time, that show. That's some legendary stuff. 12-time All-Star, 2-time Steal Champ, 10-time All-NBA, 3-time Final MVP, 2-time All-Star MVP, 4-assist champ, 3 times MVP. Like, wow. Like, his resume is crazy. Now, player for player, I think Steph revolutionized the game. Has there been that many Magic Johnsons? I think LeBron is just a Magic Johnson on steroids, in my opinion. Like, a Magic Johnson with, like, ultra God-given athleticism. But at the end of the day, LeBron's like his own player because he's just that good. But they used to compare Ben Simmons to Magic Johnson. But also you can say people compare Trae Young to Steph Curry. So I don't know. I think Steph Curry's the better basketball player, but this resume right here is crazy. You can't argue that. So it's definitely still a conversation, 100%. I wouldn't just say 100% Steph Curry's the best point guard of all time, but he's something for sure. All right, man. One more start-bench-cut. Last one was Steph Curry starting, D'Angelo Russell bench, and Mike Conley cut. Let's get one more, good or bad. Hopefully it's a really good one to end it out. The next, Jalen Brunson again. Jalen Brunson again. Okay. Bucks. Drew Holiday, Jalen Brunson, Drew Holiday. I've had this debate with the guy that was on my on my video last time. Kamzy, Drew Holiday, Jalen Brunson, Drew Holiday debate. That would be great, phenomenal. Pistons, Cade Cunningham. I'm a big Cade Cunningham fan, man. Let's talk about Cade Cunningham first, bro. He'll probably end up getting cut, but in 2 to 3 years, I think he'll be the best one out of all these three. I think he's a Diet Luka, bro. He did not play a lot of games. Only 12 games, wow. But that rookie season, bro, after he came back from his injury, like at the beginning of the season, he was crazy. And you saw in them Team USA runs, he was killing on the real Team USA. He was on like the JV team, I guess, or whatever, killing them in the scrimmages. He got that step back three, just like Luka. He got that big body, loves to post up. Great passer. I'm big on Cade Cunningham. I think he's gonna have a huge season. He probably should have went Most Improved Player because he was a number 1 overall pick, but he's gonna improve a lot. I feel like with Asar got Jalen Duran now. I'm not a big Jaden Ivey fan, but he's still a good player. You know, they got a decent little group over there. Kate Cunningham, I guess will get cut for now. But in 2 years, bro, he's definitely the best out of these three, I think. Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday, Mr. Underrated. People have been calling him. I was watching a Kenny Frill video the other day. People have been calling him underrated for 5 years. Can't be underrated no more, bro. Can't be underrated no more. But let's look at these playoff numbers, man, because I feel like it's always a thing. Maybe I'm wrong that he just doesn't do as well in the playoffs. 40% from the field and 17 points per game. That's not bad. He does have some of the best defense in the game. He hasn't won a defensive player of the year yet, but he's been on 5 all defensive teams. He's a plus offensive player a lot of the time. When he's in his finishing bag, I think he had a 50 point game last year or something like that. When he's in his, he got some good finishes. 3-point is a little inconsistent, but it was good this year. 38% from 3. I just feel like sometimes you just be missing it, but I don't know. 38, I did not think it would be that high. 19, 5, and 7, that's not bad, but I do think, especially if we're really just going off of last season, I feel, because I didn't give LaMelo his credit really. I'm not getting Kate Cunningham his credit really, because they're both kind of hurt. I think Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson's a little bit better right now. He carried the offense in the playoffs. Got farther than Drew Holiday did. You know what I'm saying? Giannis went down for a couple of games. He didn't produce at a very high level. You know, Jimmy Butler was just killing him. I forgot to talk about that. I forgot about that. Jimmy Butler just dogging him. Jimmy Butler just dogging Drew Holiday the entire series basically, and lose to an 8 seed. But whatever. I think I'm gonna pick Jalen Brunson with this one. I think Jalen Brunson's a better player right now than Drew Holiday. Man, like his post up game, his three ball was going crazy in the playoffs. I don't think he looks to pass, but he's a decent passer. He's not looking to pass first, not a pass first guy in my opinion. But yeah, he's just a winner, man. I think I'm going Jalen Brunson start, Drew Holiday bench, and Kay Cunningham. Just wait, give him 2 years, but Kay Cunningham is on the bench, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where I'm going. All right, guys. I hope you guys liked that video, man. It was very fun to make, just talking about all things point guards, really. If y'all like this video and y'all want a shooting guard video, just let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe on the video, and if you haven't already, man. Trying to get the subs up again. I'll see you guys next time, bro.